Alright, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say, Khan, what y'all wish my Kabbalah. The ones, the apostles, and the stungy, mess with the world, teach you well. Just give me a quick moment so I can turn my headphones off. Really just want to turn Bluetooth, but I don't really like to talk with stuff in my ear. So, this is going to be Sirach 5, up early, because I had to remember some advice a brother gave me. I asked him, like, hey, like, we all work here. How do you be getting these videos out when, you work in a tough job, whatever, or maybe you live with people in your house and you really don't want to have people know what you're teaching. How do you get it done? So where do you go to do videos if doing home is not the best option for you? He gave me a few solutions. Well, it wasn't just him, it was multiple brothers asked. Well, not multiple brothers gave me solutions. So, first solution was get up early. Second solution was find an area near you. Right now, not a whole lot of areas near me, because even though my area is kind of getting gentrified, the hood is still a hood, and if you go out at night, it really ain't nothing good out there. Maybe some prostitutes or some shit. I don't know, some drug addicts. Ain't nothing good. It's mostly empty, but you don't want to be hanging around at that time. So the option was get up early, and I'm still looking for a spot to do videos anyway. I'll find eventually a spot that's like quiet or whatever, or a spot that's not like wild at night. But the other option was just get up early and teach. Like guys get up to work out. I get up to work out. I'll get up pretty much around this time and go lift some weights. But what if we get up earlier in the time we go to lift weights and we do some videos? So this one's gonna be a short one. It's just gonna be Sirach 5, right? Set thine heart upon thy goods and say not, I have enough for my life. Right, so don't say that, right? Because we got this one. Give me either poverty. Let me see if I can find it. Proverbs 38, remove far from me poverty, and the two things I have required of thee. Proverbs 37. Two things have required of thee, deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and deny thee, and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal, and take the name of my power in vain. Alright, so give me neither poverty nor vanity, poverty nor riches. Right, just have enough to feed you for the day, right? Don't have over much comfort, right? I mean, of course you want to have your own house, but we don't want to chase comfort and chase man, I got a house or apartment, now I got to get like a bigger one and try to be multi-millionaires or whatever. I mean, if you end up doing that or whatever, good for you. If you end up making that kind of money, if you have a business, good for you. But at the end of the day, you don't want to chase comfort and pleasure. But you also don't want to let your life spiral out of control where you end up homeless and living in a shelter. Because number one, living homeless in a shelter, that is like so uncomfortable. I never lived there, but you hear stories about that shit. Jake isn't being treated well by the staff and all kinds of shit, man. Like, that's not the kind of life you want to live. And also, if you live in that life, how are you supposed to push this truth, man, and push this word if you're homeless? So you gotta have balance, right? But the point is just to be humble, which is something that's not taught in this society. Everyone's teaching you to There's confidence this and confidence that, which I mean, confidence is good. We should have confidence in our power, that we know the name, right? And we can teach the name, break it down, and we know who we are, and we can go into those prophecies, right? We have confidence in our power, and hope in Him, right? Not just in ourselves. I mean, we don't want to be a nervous wreck or nothing, but same token, it's all about balance. Follow not thy own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart, right? As I said, we're not supposed to follow our own minds and our own thoughts and do the things that we think are right. There's another one in Proverbs. I'm not gonna go get it, but there's a generation, that believes they're right in their own eyes, right? So that's what people do. They think that they're doing the right thing. In reality, they're doing wicked. But as I wanted this quote before, was it the path of hell is laden with many of those, is paved with those with good intentions, right? People will do evil thinking that they're doing good, but then you got these elites, they just doing evil because they want to. They don't think it's good. They're just doing it because they want to. They want control and power, right? And they want to fight against the Most High. They do the works in secret, saying, "Who shall see them?" Right? And see not who shall control me from my works. The Lord will surely revenge thy pride. Slowly He's going to come after you. See not I have sinned, and what harm hath happened to me? For the Lord is long suffering. He will in no wise let thee go. Concerning propitiation, which means forgiveness, be not without fear to add sin upon sin. And see not His mercy is great, for He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. From my wrath, for mercy and wrath come from Him, and His indignation resteth upon sinners. Right? So, this is our Romans 6:15. What then shall we sin because we are not under the law but under grace? God forbid. Most High, Yahweh forbid. So we're not going to just sin and go off, right? Because we're under grace. We're going to keep pushing this truth, and if you go off, right, ask the Most High for forgiveness and then get back on that horse. But the main thing that we don't want to do, which will just lead to your ultimate destruction, is take the MOTB. So man, you want to pray for that guidance, pray for whatever you need to pray for, because the MOTB is coming. That's going to be like the biggest heart check. That's going to really check and see if you really about this thing, But it's not about you. It's about that faith, man. And you want to pray to the Most High that you have that faith to believe in those days, right? Because all these other Israelite camps, man, are they really preparing their guys for this thing? Nah. They don't even teach what the MOTB is, some of them. I think Sakari teaches it, but I don't think they did before. But I think they do now. But they don't get into the scriptures like we get into the scriptures, man. You know what I mean? So, and they get certain things wrong. So, are they really preparing the people? Right? That's the question. So I say, stick with GMS, man. Don't worry about these other guys and what they're doing. Right. Verse 7, sirach 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Right? Pride cometh before destruction, man. Right? So make no tarry to turn to the Lord. So if you feel like, man, I ain't doing right, man, pray on it, man. Or if you feel like, man, I gotta do better, pray on it and get better, faster, man. Examine yourselves and see if you be of the faith. This thing is constantly examining ourselves. We watch after and look after each other, because open rebuke is better than secret love, right? And we'll watch other people, examine other people, and say, hey man, this guy wicked, and we go after him and mark those that cause derision. Right? Scopeo. Set not thine heart upon goods unjustly gotten, for they shall not profit thee in the day of calamity. Winnow not with every one, and go not into every way. For so doth the sinner that have a double tongue. Right? So don't go following all these people in their dumbass ways. Be steadfast in thy understanding, and let thy word be the same. Right? Be steadfast, strong, rooted in this thing. Foundation should be in Yahweh Shai, man. That foundation Yahweh is never gonna be moved, man. Right? Remember what this thing is about. It's not about, it's not about, coming out here yelling at some damn Edomites or yelling at some Jakes in the street. This thing ain't about that, man. This thing is about pushing Yahweh Shai, pushing the names, pushing this truth, this doctrine to who? The hopeful elect, and letting you wicked know of your destruction, right? Now, when they come up, then, you cut them. When these people come up on stupid shit, then you cut them. But we're not, here to do personal attacks or whatever. We're not here to just try to get clips for YouTube. We're not clip farming here. Like these other camps, so they be clip farming. And I can tell. Be swift to hear, and let thy life be sincere, and with patience give answer. Right, so there's many more scriptures on that one, But life and death is in the power of the tongue, So be more swift to hear. Don't be, someone who's just like, talk, you know what I mean? Like constantly talking, Because that's what people do. They just kind of say stuff, but you want to, give good answers, right? Thou understanding, answer thy neighbor, if not, lay thy hand upon thy mouth, right? So, it's another thing, man, to be a person who's grave, serious, right? And if you don't know the answer, I don't know, man. Honor and shame is in talk, the tongue of a man is his fall, right? Be not called a whisperer, and lie not in wait with thy tongue, for full shame is upon the thief, and evil condemnation upon the double tongue. Be not ignorant of anything, in a great matter or small, right? And we're called to do that, right? Because this is the book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 20. Yeah, I'll just go to the point. We have an unction from the Holy One, and you know all things, right? So we're called to know all things, right? And all things you look at in these different translations, you have knowledge, you have knowledge of the Holy One, right? So we're not ignorant, man, right? Because following this truth, it causes us to look into the news, right? Because our privacy, we're the ones listening at the post of the doors, right? At the post of the doors, watching and seeing, okay, what is the Most High going to have next occur in the world, so then we can break these things down. Look at all these executive orders coming out, man. And then you go back to the executive orders of old. There's executive orders for the state to take control of the food, for them to put people into labor camps, which are concentration camps, right? To voluntary commit people or whatever, right? Like they're doing to Jake right now. They're voluntarily committing them. Some of them, they're getting detained, right, and then brought over to where they gotta go, So let that be that. Lord willing, you're edified, and I say shalom.